everybody, it's Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you this week. And Dr. Roto this week. Man, I cannot even get to it, but let's get to the hard hits and cool picks for week number 9, man. I cannot wait to get to you are getting a special episode of Bring the Pain this week, and it's happening tonight on Halloween, because I don't think anything could have been scarier than Jimmy G last night. So you definitely have to tune into that one. It's gonna be a nice short one. And then, of course, Friday I'll have a kind of normal Bring the Pain, unless I'm still angry over that. But anyway, let's get to the hard hits and cool pick. Yeah. I hope everybody had a great week. I hope your fantasy teams are doing well. I cannot. I'm going to have to just do a whole separate podcast on the state of my fantasy teams, which are great. And then they just completely fall apart. And that's just, it doesn't make any kind of sense of what's happening in the NFL at times. Especially like I don't expect everything to be predictable, okay? No, we all don't. Even though we all think that we can predict it, we can't. But one thing we don't need to predict anymore is that, okay, next episode, hard hits and cool picks. Woo! Okay, that was a little preview. Okay. So let's do a review of last week, right? We had Jabril Peppers, we had Dorian Williams, and we had Devin Lloyd. And my macho pick of the week was, or my heat check of the week was Foyesade Oluokun. I had to, man. He had a great matchup. Pittsburgh likes to, do things. So when they don't do things, he was definitely in line for a lot of tackles, had a great game. But, that's a hit for us. That's a win. And then we had Jabril Peppers. I said that we're going to get 6 tackles out of him. We got 5 tackles and a stuff, which counted for more than that. It gave us our beat. We win. That's another win for us. Dorian Williams, unfortunately, did not get the start. They just didn't play him. Hey, it happens. That's just why sometimes, I've said this over weeks and weeks. Sometimes because I mentioned somebody on a Monday or a Tuesday and you hear it on a Wednesday, doesn't mean that they're actually starting on a Sunday. So that's why you always have to make sure that you stay in the articles or get to drroto.com and check in at our subs only Discord. We will help you with that. Definitely. That is a big, big key. And then Devin Lloyd. So Devin Lloyd, I said just 7 tackles. He got 9 tackles. And that's good for me. That's good for you. That gets us all wins. And of course, Oluokun got his wins. So I went 2-0-1. 3-0-1. That puts me at 27-3-2 because of I do count that as a tie for the year. And it's like, that is an insane win percentage still. So of course it's going to go down. It's going to go up. It's going to stay the same. But let's get to the new article this week. Hard hits, cool picks for week 9. Man, right now, this is one of the biggest things that's going on right now is injuries in the NFL. And the defense has seen their sides. We also had a great trade, not so great trade for my Rams. But, our guy Danger liked to put that in that chat. I love you, Danger, man. Oh, dude. Yes, Chase Young. Or I get it. What's next? They're going to give you Montez Sweat, too? And then you could have Nick Bosa, and you just have this awesome defense. But guess what? You still need a quarterback. Raiders proved that yesterday. Ha! Go Rams! Bring the pain! Woo! Whoa, I really did that one. So anyway, while we fix that was so let's get to the first guy. I felt a little froggy, man, with cornerback. He came back last night. Of course, I knew that he was up against it. Nate Hobbs, Las Vegas. That's not even a name. They changed your team name because you ain't even deserved to be called the. So Nate Hobbs is coming in at 13% owned right now, right? He got back to his form. He scored up, he scored it down, and he was in it to win it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to mention that team again. Was not in it to win it because of a certain individual that I'm going to light up on my Bring the Pain show next. But that being said, we are going to talk about. So I'm going to predict this week is going to get 4 tackles, He's get one pass defense. He's solid. He's going to get the work. And if he avoids injury, he will definitely. Another thing that I love about Nate Hobbs, and he's actually one of the cornerbacks, plays more like a safety. So you're going to probably see at the end of his career that, when he starts getting a little older and gets up there in age, that he's probably going to transition to the safety position because he is a great tackler. And that is what's really good about him. And that's what makes starting him and gives him, an edge kind of over cornerbacks. Now, you're not going to find him on the rankings or anything like that because he's going to be down there because he's practically missed quite a few games this season. So that being said, you just want to get him on your team and get him there, back. Hopefully you have enough roster spots to roster because he's a good player. I highlighted him last year. I'm highlighting him again. 13%. He could definitely help your team win. Oh, yeah. Right? Let's move along. Safety, Jordan Poyer. Yo, man, this dude right now is 8% owned. 8%. 8% owned. Like, he is one of the better safeties of the past few years. Yes, he's had some injury problems, but the Bills schedule, if you go check the Bills schedule right now, the Bills are going to be in some shootouts. The Bills have some offenses. They got everybody coming up in through here, okay? So when Buffalo's playing great teams like that, teams that are going to make the playoffs, some that might miss the playoffs because of games like this, then you need to get a piece of that. And right now with Milano out and, Dorian Williams not really doing anything, getting sat, Poyer is that safety that's going to lay the hammer. So that way you're going to be in it to win it. 7 tackles, 1 pass defense. He should easily get that for your team. Start him, get those points, win for the week. Because man, on that next show, I will talk a little bit about my seasonal team. I had a lot of beats come my way this week, but when it comes down to one player, Devontae Adams, he should have came through for me. We'll talk about that soon enough. Linebacker, Kenneth Murray Jr. Dude has been lights out. He's definitely holding off Henley, and he's doing it with just being in the middle, being consistent, and getting tackles. So I'm predicting 6 tackles for him because, you still have Kendricks there. You still have all the other pieces in that defense in there. So, and the Chargers aren't going to play. They're going to move that ball, and they're going to give their defenses rest, unlike what happened last night. Because this whole day has a scary, scary theme being Halloween, and we don't want to scare you. We want to get you tackles so that you get points. So that means you have to get to Dr. Roto. Check out all the articles. We have all the waiver wire articles hitting. We have all the articles talking about the things that have come, the box stores. And Ted just blew it up with another great article. There's the basketball contents going out, college basketball, college football is coming up. There's so much going on. Dr. Roto, you have to get there. And, of course, the IDB here, but we're going to get ready. You're going to get the heats of the week. At the end of the week, you get the ultra contrarian lineup, and let's do it. So let's get to week 9. Let's have a better week. Let's smash it, people. Let's get some tackles. And always remember to bring the pain to the competition. May the tackles be with you. Ooh, yeah. Have a happy Halloween.